so this is the wig straight on my head, no product, no nothing. All I did was just adjust the strap, tint the lace, and just pop it on. So these hair companies, you guys, are in competition with each other. Like, I have been seeing these type of glueless, pre-plucked, you know, pre-cut lace wigs, pre-bleached knots literally everywhere. So we're going to not compare, but I'm going to definitely make sure to put emphasis on the ones that I feel like are worth the purchase. So if you guys haven't seen my previous video on the last glueless wig that I did, go check that out, because that one is definitely in my top 5 right now. But as for this one, we'll get into the details in a moment. But it's from Asteria Hair, and this is what their packaging looks like. You guys already know the usual stuff that comes inside of the box. Now this is a straight texture, obviously. I do have it in 24 inches. The lace dimensions is 5 by 5. This is HD lace, and this is what it looks like straight out of the box. Now one thing I will point out is you can kind of see like the little piece of the closure that you would normally cut off. However, I didn't cut it off, because if I cut it off, then it low-key kind of takes out a little bit of hair, and I feel like it's going to make the closure look awkward. So that's like a little flaw with the cap construction of this wig, is that there's no way for me to cut this piece off without compromising the integrity of the cap. Like, it would just be like a little missing piece right here. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to just go over with the foundation that I used to try to cover that up just a little bit better. Yeah, the density on this wig is 180% density, and also the cap size is a medium cap size, which is standard for this wig. So if you guys wear small like I do, just make sure to really tighten the elastic band that they put inside the cap, and then you should have no problems with the fit of it. Like, it's still snug, but it also is like not super tight. So if I wanted it to be a little bit tighter, I would just go and adjust it, but I'm just going to leave it alone. Like I mentioned, this wig is 24 inches. It does feature a pre-plucked hairline, pre-bleached knots, and pre-cut lace. Now what I will say about this particular wig, it's not bad. It's not bad at all, but I'm not going to do anything to alter it, because I want to show you guys, you know, when you get these wigs, this is literally what they look like straight out of the box. Only thing I would say is this one is not plucked, I guess, as good as some of the other ones that I have gotten. I feel like they could have went in and took a little bit more hair out of the hairline. So when you look at the hairline, when it's like on a little white little styrofoam that it comes with, like, first impression, you would think that, okay, it's plucked really nicely, until you actually put it on your head, and then you can see like, okay, it could have been plugged just a tiny bit more. Not a problem. That just means I have to go in and do it myself, which I will do it when I take this wig off, is just to go ahead and customize it to my liking. But it doesn't look bad like this. So don't get me wrong, this wig can be worn glueless, but I want to just go in and kind of tweak it to my liking. So like I said, right now there's no product on the wig. I'm going to go in with my Bold Hold Liquid Gold, like literally just the tiniest amount, and put that on the hairline. I'm going to do a little bit of baby hairs, which is also optional. You do not have to do that, but like I said, I'm just putting my own kind of personal touch on it, and then I will come back. This is the wig already straightened and everything. So I want to know if you guys have invested in these types of wigs. Let me know in the comments if you guys have kind of jumped on this trend of buying these type of specific wigs where the lace is already cut, the knots are already bleached, and the hairline is already pre-plucked. And if so, you can tell me, you know, which hair company you got it from. But I think that these are a really good investment. Closure wigs as it is are already like a easy install, but it's just the fact that they're adding on the customization ahead of time, which makes me personally feel like these are definitely the type of wigs that you need to have. Now, you don't have to get a bunch of these wigs. You really could get away with just getting like 2 in 2 different textures. Like, you don't have to buy each and every one that comes out, but I think that these type of wigs are probably not going to be going anywhere because they are so popular, and a lot of people just kind of want that ease of not having to do too much. So a couple of things to note with this particular wig: the lace is very thin, which I love because it just lays very nicely onto the forehead area. What else? To tint the lace, you guys, I just used this Ruby Kisses cream foundation. I have like all of my wig supplies and products that I use linked in my Amazon storefront under, I think that's the name of the category, wig products or wig essentials, because this product is there. You can also find it from your local beauty supply store. I use the shade level 15, and I just pretty much dab into both sides of it, but mainly the darker side, if you guys can see that there. So this is what I chose to use to tint my lace. This is not foundation that I use on my face. This is just strictly for wigs. Now, I personally have been buying wigs from Asteria Hair probably for like the last 3 years, and this is actually one of my favorite textures from them. Their straight hair is very silky, is very flowy, it's long lasting. The body, the shine, the luster is there. You guys can see on camera the hair is appearing to be pretty dark, but I didn't even dye this hair jet black. This is just it in its natural color. But their straight hair, if no other texture, is probably like my go-to texture to get from this particular hair company. I personally have found that sometimes the other textures can be a hit or a miss, but if you're looking specifically for a straight wig, I would definitely put this one of my recommendations for you guys. I don't too much have any cons with this wig. What I will say you guys see me use earlier was my mousse, because it does have a few like little pesky flyaways on the top, so I used the mousse to kind of hold it down, and I went back over it with my hot comb, but it's not too crazy, so it's very minimal, so that's something that can easily be fixed. I don't feel like I'm going to say that's something that is bad about this wig per se, because sometimes flyaway hairs, it does happen. This wig was $2.99 during their Labor Day sale, so it went down to $2.60. I know sometimes some of you guys like really are like, why don't you say the prices? Because the prices change. Sometimes during the time that I get a wig, it may be on sale, and then maybe by the time I get around to doing a video, the price may change because that sale is no longer going. So I don't always say the price, but when I really want to emphasize that something is affordable or it's fairly recent, like I'm doing the video like a couple days after me getting the wig in the mail, I will go ahead and tell you guys that. But don't be lazy, you guys. I always leave the link in my description box so you guys can go and click it and head over to the website for yourself to see how much it is. But I will try my best, forgive me if I forget, to go ahead and make sure to mention the pricing with these wigs that I'm telling you guys about. You guys are gonna think I sound like a broken record, but when I tell you guys these are the best type of everyday wigs to wear, because you can just throw them on and go, like that's exactly what I will be doing. Now I have my hair is braided, but I have like 2 pieces of my edges out right here, as you guys can see. I literally kind of took this out of my braid. Don't do that. It just helps it look a little bit more natural for when you want to throw the hair behind your ear. I know people say, you know, with closure wigs you can't do that. It's like you can if you do your braid pattern and, you know, make it a point to leave a little bit of hair out. Typically with like the, I don't want to call them old school version of the closure wigs, but with these new ones, it's something about how they're making the cap to where you don't have like that little bulky piece on the side, like where the closure would normally end. It's kind of just like very flat and seamless, because normally this piece would have like a little bit of like a hump right here, and you would kind of see it if I try to put it behind my ear. Like if I wanted to wear it just with it tucked behind my ear and then out like this, like even this still looks really good and super natural. I love the density on this wig. Like this is all the hair to the front, and this is like perfect because it looks so natural. So I want to make sure to show you guys just how natural looking this hairline looks and how well this lace blends. So if you guys find yourself interested in this super easy glueless silky straight wig, I will have the link down below my description box for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative, quick, simple, straight to the point. If so, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.